Lost people, it's Dave with Lost Farms Homestead. I'm at the homestead in town right now. It is a little bit early in the week. It's Tuesday today. I have just gotten home from work and I picked up some Portland cement on my way home so I can fix this little part right here. So I'm gonna start mixing this and I'm gonna stick it in there and then finish this out. So this is where I was at, and got a little bit of dirt going on here. One of the animals got in here and was chewing on the hole right there. I got to clean it up, but this is what I got. I got a little bit of a dip right here. I'm gonna smooth that out when I get this in over here and kind of smooth that out a little bit, build it up so that it's more of a slope, and get it all finished out. So I'm gonna set up right over here and get this thing going, so stick around. Thanks. So I'm finished and this is what I've got, and I think it looks pretty good. So that's where I'm going to leave it right now. I'm going to get this mess cleaned up and go get in the other shower, and I'm going to let this sit until the weekend, and then on Friday I'll come in here and put the liner in. Or Saturday, it'll be Saturday, I'll come and put the liner in, and then I've got some mortar here, some gray mortar right here, and I think I'm going to try to cut in the tile for the floor, just the floor. So if I can get the liner and the floor in, that'll be good. Then I can start, and I might put up the stone on these also, this one and this one. I got to box that out. Maybe I'll also build a frame and make the piece that goes in the top of there. Then I could pop that window out, put that top one in there, close that off and frame that in. And then I can get all the stone, this stone board or rock board or whatever it's called. I can get that up on here. And then once I get these two walls done with that, then I can put the red coat, which is here somewhere, red guard right there. Yeah. So maybe I'll do the liner, the tile, that window with the shelf, the board, and the red guard. That'll be real good, because then at that point all I have to do is these bottom walls and then the tile. That'd be good. That'd be real good. I'd like to get that far. Okay, so we'll make that the goal for for this weekend coming up, and between now and then I'll make sure I have everything I need to do it. And yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do, and we'll see how far we can get, so stick around. Thanks. Right, so it is Saturday today, and I'm in here in the shower. So after thinking about it a little bit more during the week and contemplating and looking at the situation and kind of seeing where I'm at and what I'm doing, I kind of got a little bit of a different idea. I'm going to move some things around as far as order of things and process. So I'm thinking that I don't want to do a bunch of this stuff before or after I do the tile, because I just don't want to make a giant mess on top of the tile. So I'm thinking I want to do the tile almost last in order to protect it. So I'm thinking right now what I want to do is I want to take this window out. I'm going to take it out, and then I'm going to form around this. I'm going to put 2x4 around this opening right here, and then I'm going to make a form for the bottle wall that's going to go in here, and then close off that back part, and then, you know, make this is going to be the shelf for the soap and the shampoo. So right now that's what I'm gonna do, and I think I know what I want to do after that. I got some ideas where I want to go with it and what I want to do, but right now I want to get this done because I want to do a mock-up of the bottle wall here in this section, just to see if I can, you know, how it's going to work in order to do this section. So yeah, so right now I'm going to take this window out and then get some dimensions on it, and I got some materials out in the truck, and we'll build a frame, and then I got some foam board. We'll set that up, cut it out, mix up some concrete, and do that. So yeah, I'll show you that when we get to it. So right now I'm gonna go take this window out. So I'm gonna go do that, and then we'll go from there. So stick around. Thanks. Right now, and I have measured and cut all of the pieces. This is my little cutting station right here. I got my saw right here, sawhorses, measurements, tools, all of that. So I've already measured and cut everything, so I got all that sitting right here. in this area. This is where I'm going to assemble it right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to assemble the lower shelf portion of where the shampoo and soap shelves are going to be below the bottle wall. So I've already measured and cut, and then I've got, you can see these are the pieces for the frame right here. So I got the two top pieces. This is going to go together like this. These go in the middle here like this, and then this one goes in between at 10.5 inches up, kind of pretty much like that, and then those go over the back of it. And the reason why I have those is because those two are both 1/2 inch thick plywood, and the 2x4 is 3.5 inches deep, and my wall section is 4.5 inches deep. So if I put 2 layers a 1/2 inch, that'll bring it out to the 4.5, while also closing off that back side. So then I can take this once it's all framed in, and from the inside I can attach it down into the sides inside that opening, and then that'll lock it into place so that when I put the bottle wall on top of it, it'll be all enclosed, and then I can run the rock wall inside there for tile whenever I do the tile. So that's where I'm at. I'm gonna sit up right over here, and then I will pre-drill and assemble this, and then we'll take it back and fit it in the wall. So stick around. Thanks. Shelf unit right here, and I've pre-drilled some holes in the bottom and then on the sides to mount it to the wall. So I'm gonna go take this in there, see how it fits, and put some screws in it and get it mounted to the wall. So stick around. Perfect. Shelves, soap, shampoo. Alright, and I think this is the tallest one I could find. Beautiful. Alright. Alright. Now I'm gonna measure and frame out this part and set it up for the bottom wall. So I'll show you how I'm doing that. Alright, so I've cut all the pieces here, and this is 2x6 because it's going to be the thickness of the wall. It's thicker than 2x4. So I've cut these pieces, and I cut them, I had a 10-foot long 2x6, and I cut 2 at 2 foot and then 2 at 3 foot. because that way the maximum that shape that I can do is going to be about 22 by 34 max, and none of my panels need to be that big. This one is just a test panel, so I'm going to set this up, and I'm going to use nails this time because I want to be able to pound it apart, and I'm going to windmill it so that it's easy to take off of there. Now what I've done is I've cut this to fit in the space and then put the border around it and then set these in here in an even space, and I've cut around the holes. So what I'm going to do is put this frame together in a windmill pattern around the foam insulation, and then I'm going to pop those pieces out of there and stick the glass bottles in how I want them in there, and then make sure that the top of the foam is at 3 3/8 of an inch down from the top, and then that way there should be a 1/2 inch of bottle sticking up, because these are 6 inches deep and this is 5 1/2. That'll give me a 1/2 inch sticking up, so I can finish it all the way to the top of the board, and it'll give me what I need. It'll be a 1/2 inch, and then when it dries I should be able to just flip it over, you know, pop the form off, flip it over, make a new form, and then that one will be a 1/2 inch up, so that when I fill it to the top of the board it'll leave a 1/2 inch on either side, and that'll make it a 5 inch deep concrete minus the 3/4 inches of foam in the middle, and that should be pretty much exactly what I need. If this is 5 1/2, it'll minus a 1/2 inch either side, it'll make it 4 1/2, which is the thickness of the wall, and it'll leave me a 1/2 inch on either side sticking out, so that I can grout up to it on the inside when I do the tile. So that's perfect for what I want. So that's the plan right now. I'm gonna assemble this form around the foam, pop those pieces out and get the bottles in there, and then I'll go get the concrete. So stick around. Thanks. So I have got the bottles placed inside the form, and you can see it's windmilled. It's kind of large. It's bigger than it needs to be because this is a smaller one. But I've got the foam in here. One thing that I learned about the foam insulation, for whatever reason, I don't know, maybe it's the temperature or something, because I think it was colder when I was cutting it before. When I cut it before, it didn't flake everywhere and go all over the place. It kind of just cut, like, you know, nicely. This foam is flaking and going all over the place and making a bit of a mess. I'm gonna have to clean it up. But also, it's not very sturdy. When I went to put the bottle in the first time, a bunch of it broke off and went all over the place. So I kind of had to mess with it a little bit, and it was kind of a pain to get it to do what I wanted it to do, but this is what I got right now. So you can see I got it placed in here pretty good. Oh, sorry, about to drop you. So it's in here pretty good. This, you can see right here, this is the part that broke off, and I had to kind of just stuff it in there, and it's not in there as good as I'd like it to be, but it'll hold the concrete. As long as I can get the concrete in there and finish the top without it falling through and sinking into the bottom, it'll be fine. So I'm gonna get a piece of plastic underneath of it so that I don't get concrete all over the deck, because Hope will kill me if I get concrete all over the deck out here. So I'm gonna get some plastic underneath of this thing, and then I'll mix up some concrete and put it on the top of here and try to test my theory and see if it works. So stick around. Thanks. So I've got the first side of this done right now, and I think it came out pretty good. I got the 1/2 inch of space up above, and it's all good. I had a few spots on this side right here and kind of up this edge a little bit that fell down, and I just poured it solid. And what I'll do is when I flip it over and go to put concrete on the other side, I'll just dig the styrofoam out in those areas and throw it away, and I'll just pour it solid in that space. So it should be fine. I think it's pretty good for a test spot. I have figured out some of the issues that I'm going to run into and that I need to deal with, and I'll get that all worked out. Yeah, I'm not sure how I'm going to handle some of that stuff yet. I need to kick it around a little bit, but that's why we're doing a small section here. That's because this goes to the inside. It goes through a wall to the inside and the back. It doesn't actually go to the exterior of the house. So if it's all funky and weird, I don't really have to worry about it too much. It's not like it's going to be a big deal. So I'm going to let this do its thing, and then I'll come back and check it out, and then we'll flip it over and do the other side, and then we'll see how it fits into the wall probably tomorrow, because it's going to have to cure overnight. So we will see how it does. So all right, yeah, I got some things I got to go handle and take care of, so I'm going to go take care of that, and then I'll come back and see what we're looking at. So stick around. Thanks. Alright, so I'm out here. It's the next day, and this has been allowed to sit overnight. It's kind of in and out of the shade, so it looks a little funny, but it has cured overnight. There's probably a couple of still spots that are a little bit damp right here, but I'm gonna roll this thing over, pop the form on it, and then set it up so that we can fill the back side of it. So I'm gonna set up over here and do that right now. Stick around. Thanks. What I'm doing right here is I've got these L brackets, and I'm taking them like this, and I'm running these nails through here, through these holes, And then I'm going to set it down in here and attach it right here to the frame, so that this way when I oh crap, I need the right bit. Anyways, like that, so that when I fill this, the concrete will grab hold of these nails and hold it on there, and then it'll be part of the form, so that when I pull it out, it'll have these brackets sticking out, so that when I put it onto the wall, I can fasten through these holes right here and attach it to the wall so it stays stable on the wall, and then I can tile around it when we do the tile. So
drill bits are right behind you, by the way.
Oh, are they? Ah, nice. That'll make that a lot easier, so I don't have to go look for it. So, okay.
No, we're not alcoholics. These are for bottle bricks. I get them from a bar. Someone else drank them.
Thanks for the clarification. I think I've mentioned that a few different times during filming. Okay, so that's right there.
I think I'm going to have to move the Grand Marnier bottles. They're about to fall.
Okay. Okay, so there's that one. And this one's kind of solid over here. So I think I'm only going to put 2 on this one. And then I'll make this the bottom and then set it up that way. I'll hang on to these. This one's just an experiment anyways. And this is a pretty small panel, so I don't think it'll have any problems. I'm pretty sure that if it's got one connection on either side, that should be sufficient for this. So I'm just going to run it like that. See how it works. So we have finished this second one right here. This is the back side of it, all the way done. I got the fixed points set on there, so those ought to they should be formed into the concrete and hold it once it cures. So once this cures all the way, we'll just pop that form off of there and then take it into the back and stick it right onto the wall. And it should hold pretty good, so that should work for that. Yeah, we'll see how it turns out. Stick around. Thanks. Alright, so this has been sitting out here most of the day. I think it's about ready. So I am going to unfasten the L brackets that are on here. I'm going to unfasten those and pop this thing out and then take it in the house and see how it fits. So stick around. Thanks. What side do you think you want on the inside?
I don't know.
You need to see the other side first.
I don't. Just put that one. We're going to cover it anyway.
We are. It's really not going to matter that much.
gonna say, it's dry enough not to turn into a lava cake, right?
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be freaking heavy.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little heavy.
I think that's the downside of this experiment.
That's not too bad. Oh, shit, I'm losing chunks off of the bottom. Alright. Okay, you can cut it right now.
Wait, have you already bled this video?
What?
Have you already bled this video?
Lead?
Yes.
No.
Crap.
Oh, that is perfect.
No, this is not how you typically do this.
That's perfect. Look at that. It's
Here.
a little crumbly around the edges.
It's gonna get plastered over anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, look at that. That fit perfect in the... That's beautiful.
A testament to your measuring skills.
Yeah, right. I like it. Oops, I dropped it. 3, 4, okay. Yeah. Just that right there. Oops. I'm gonna turn it like that. Should probably put that in straight. That's good. I'm gonna leave that right there.
Just go with it.
Yeah.
Should turn on the light in the back room.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't think I have a light in that room. We only have that string light back there.
Right, which is done in the kitchen. Here, you wanna hold this?
Yeah.
And I will turn it on.
Okay.
Film it so that when it goes on, I can see.
Okay. Alright, so I've got this in here. She's turning on the light. I think it's on. Yeah, you can see a little bit back there. Yeah. It would be more obvious if it was dark, if this window wasn't on, or on. If the window wasn't there, or was blocked off.
Give me a second.
Oh,
Block
yeah.
it.
She's gonna block it a little bit, see if we can see it. Alright. Oh, there we go.
A little bit.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
How about that?
That's cool. Yep, you can see it. The
Okay,
light
done
coming
blocking
through.
the window now.
Yep, no, that's pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, this would work better.
You know what we could do is we could turn the light on in here and go look at it from the other side out there. Yeah, that's cool. Here, let me close the... Here, hold on. Let me try this.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, now cover it. Oh, there we go. Nice. That's cool. Okay. Alright, so...
Same, but on this wall.
Anyways, yeah. Anyways, so then we'll have that same thing on this wall here. So this will all have natural light coming through. That came through pretty good. I like it.
Harper, no.
Yep. So that's pretty cool. So here, let me get the light so we can see what we're doing here. Okay. All right. So that's where I'm gonna leave it for now. I'm gonna call it good. That's perfect. So we can just close that in and grout right over it and bring it into the tile, and it'll work out really good. So I'm happy with that. That'll work for what we're doing over here. These tiles will be a little bit bigger. Maybe I'll put it in 9 sections instead of 6, because that was kind of heavy and it was a little bit of a pain to move around. But anyways, I'll work that out. So this is where I'm at. I'm gonna call it good. Yeah, so that's where I'm at for this week. Thanks for watching our video. Like and subscribe. See you next week. Bye.